Hello, hello. It's SuCoco, your divine oracle. Hello, bestie. Gonna put that out there. Bestie, because bestie, we're besties. We're besties now. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Um, yeah. So I'm just gonna be doing a quick reading, seeing what it is the cards, what message is coming through for you guys in this collective. I'm seeing like green and um like like Lord of the Rings, like the elves, like elven green and like beautiful like golden filigree like of plants, and it's like this really graceful, ethereal, natural energy coming forth. If that resonates with someone, or maybe it'll like somehow have some sort of like correlation with the reading that I'm currently doing. But that's like this energy that I'm picking up on as we're just jumping right into this. So like let me just get these cards going. All right. So we're going to just start off with some like clarifiers and confirmation. So like if you're here and you're wondering, is this reading for you? Let this be the confirmation that this is the reading for you. So we're pulling in the energy of the Tower. And so you could be feeling like a very, very big transformation, sudden changes. You're experiencing a lot of like turbulence, and it's just like an upheaval in your life right now. This card is like a powerhouse of change, and it feels sudden, and it could almost like feel violent in a way where it is so unexpected, and it's almost as if like overnight or in an instant your whole life has changed. That's the energy that is coming forward and like front and center. And something about this card is just like things are feeling very like gray right now. It's almost as if like a lot of the color has been like pulled out, and you're experiencing things through almost like a filter where you're like, before this event that's happened, your life was in full color, and right now it feels like things are like very, very muted. And it's really also calling upon you right now like to pull from your like deep well of emotion. Like what is coming forward is this energy of like soldiering on. Like you can't let other people know of like how like turbulent things are in your internal world. You are like putting a smile on your face almost, or just like soldiering on. You're this pillar, you are this like foundation for your world, and it's to appease the people around you. And almost like I'm getting like family energy, but like I'm like, I'm speaking to the collective, so take with it what you will. But it's this energy of you are soldiering on, and this pain that has occurred, like this tower moment that I'm speaking about, for some of you it could be recent, but I'm also really picking up on that energy being something that is from a while ago. And like maybe that's why it's like faded or feeling faded, is because it's something that's happened to you. It's an old wound, and I'm just speaking to this part of the collective. It's an old wound that still shows up in your day-to-day life, and it's like you've been like, it really messed you up when it occurred. But as like you've gone through life, you've like, like one thing I always say is like you're just shambling along. Like you've just picked up the pieces and you're like doing the best you can just to carry things forward. But you are a very like, for somebody looking at you, you look very like composed and put together, but it's like internally there's this like energy of like just barely holding it together. Shambling along feels very accurate, and but like nobody would know. The people looking in are like, oh yeah, great, you were able, you're a warrior, you were able to do so, like you held it together, and things are going strong and whatever, and you're able to pick up the pieces and move forward. But internally it's, you're still going through it. And I'm also really, really picking up this energy of like biting your tongue, of like nobody's asking you how do you feel. Like you are the strength to so many other people, or like you're the person that is being asked to deliver for so many people and so many other things, but nobody ever asks you, what do you want? How are you feeling? How are you? Like, legitimately, how are you? And you're carrying a gigantic burden, because whatever this tower moment was, it maybe has like pooled out to like other people or other things, depending on depending on like who you are in the collective. I'm also picking up on this was very significant to you, but maybe the people around you don't like really understand how deep this hurt was, or like how like you're still carrying. It's like, oh well, we went through that and now that was like years ago, or you know, like now we have to move forward and get over it. And it's like I don't think you've had the time to process everything, but I feel like it's just this thing of like, okay, I've got to just move forward and I'll deal with it when I have time, but you just haven't had the bandwidth to deal with it or the time to deal with it. And so you've just stayed strong and held it together and okay, I will just keep going, keep going, keep going. So that's the confirmation coming through. And also I feel like this is the energy that we're going to be addressing in this reading. So let's now speak about like what's coming in. What is in this moment? Okay, so we're getting the Lovers and the Hermit and the Three of Swords, but I'm interpreting this Three of Swords very differently than the traditional tarot reading method, because we have Five of Swords and Three of Swords. So it's almost as if like we're okay, yeah. Okay, so the message is coming through. It's like there is a subtraction in like your mind and in your heart. And it's like we're removing two things, but there's still like a core of hurt. There's like let's just look at the image of the Three of Swords, the heart with three swords in it. But we're moving from the Five of Swords into the Three of Swords. So it's like we're removing two swords. So like we're doing the work and we're processing through it, but there's still gonna be things that you're gonna have to work through and things that you're going to be dealing with. But I want to speak on the positive of this reading, because I feel like I put these three down backwards, which is why I'm like reading from the Three of Cards, but I think it needs to align with the Five of Swords to get this message through, because from this heartbreak and this pain and this work that's coming in for you, I'm picking up on like you're already underway. For a majority of the collective, you guys are already underway and you've started doing this work, and it's been this process. Like when we deal with emotional trauma, emotional pain, and doing that shadow work of like just going through it, like sometimes it could take years for us to like be comfortable to delve back into this pain and into this wound. And it's almost like, if you know what I mean, imagine your heart and it's like there's shards of glass in it and you're slowly like just touching it, it's gonna hurt. And it's like you've been working up your courage and you're to like slowly wiggle out, and then some of the pieces you can just like pull it out because it's like, ooh, it's gonna hurt, but like I've got to do this. And that's the energy that's really coming forward. It's like you have come to the realization like I can't live like this anymore, like shambling along. This energy of holding it together and like not being okay, you're like, I can't keep doing this. That's really what's coming forward. And so it's by turning inward and by really looking at everything and starting to like work your way through it, compartmentalize things, or like you have been compartmentalizing things so you can function. And now it's almost a thing of like taking the pieces out and like looking at them all and like seeing how things fit together. And it's like there have been things and actions, or like you've asked yourself like, why do I do this? Why is my initial reaction this or that? Or like, why am I so fearful of this, or like so defensive about that? And you're coming to the realization that like it is from this old trauma, and you're now seeing the connection, the pieces of how this like jagged memory of like what has happened has affected you moving forward, and how you now deal with like a conflict that triggers the memories of this trauma. But you've been shining a light into the darkness within yourself. You've been doing a lot of shadow work. And there's almost like a sense of like mysticism and like embracing like the mystery of like, okay, I'm gonna be going into the dark and it's like your heart is your North Star, like your hope, your dreams is what has been guiding you. Of like one day feeling better, of one day the hope and the dream that like this isn't so persistent, this pain isn't so persistent. And with that, you're like able to like expand your heart, open your heart, and like start moving through it. And the thing that is really, really, this is the energy that's really coming forward, like what is coming into your life, a love opportunity. We are getting a powerhouse like relationship, a powerhouse love. Now, collective, take this how it is. So if you're in a relationship right now, great. There could be, I mean, for some of you, there could be somebody new coming along. For my single babies out here, there's an offer of love, opportunity offer of love. There's new love like growing, but like shedding, like I'm seeing like there's like dark feathers in this, like, so it's almost like, like the dark cloud or like I just see like ravens flying away and they're leaving their feathers, but like in a very poetic, beautiful way where it's like the heaviness and the burden is gone and the feather is like so light that it's like there could be like shadows on the relationship of like just the pain you have experienced and what you've worked through, where it's like we all are going to have doubts and relationships are work, and no relationship is perfect. And I even hate that I'm saying that because like, you want to go in to like a brand new relationship or a new offer of love with like really hope and bright eyes, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me and I'm just naive. But like there is this energy of like letting go, and this is a relationship through work, mutual respect, that it can bear fruit. And there is a much deeper connection, like where it feels as if you two are like from two different worlds, but you're coming together and you're able to cultivate something so beautiful and something so like you can see the value in it and you can see the long term potential of this, but it's very natural and organic. It's not like something that you're constantly fighting every day. There's like a ground of like mutual respect, mutual love, and like this energy of like genuinely liking one another. And I'm like, I don't know why in this day and age that might be crazy, but like a genuine like understanding and like wanting to understand, like where there will be conflict and there will be like things going on, but it at the base of the relationship that you are going to be starting or that's going to be offered for you, there is like a mutual like attraction, respect, but also like a want and a need to understand one another. Like the solidarity, the strength of this relationship is going to be that like we can always talk about it. Like we can always have a conversation, and like I'm always going to be here to listen to your side. I want to hear your side. Now to round it up, we're going to be getting into the conclusion. All right. Okay. So justice is coming through, and this relationship, this offer of love, this growing love, if for those of you who are already in a committed relationship, just know that this is like your justice is coming. Your justice is happening. There's a balancing of the scales, and you're going to be able to enter a place where you are doing so much. This person is going to be coming into your life and being able to like take on some of that burden depending on how it is for you, right? For some of you, that means that this person's going to come in and like, they could just be somebody who just like loves to take care of you. And it's like the stuff that really stresses you out of like, for me, it's like the mundane stuff. Like I hate having to deal with like the day-to-day stuff. And like, I find it so difficult just to be like a functioning human that I'm like, oh, like I've got to fold the laundry. Oh my gosh, I have to do all these dishes. Like it's like a stress for me to be like, you know what I mean? All those like mundane tasks where I'm like, I just want to like, daydream and like read books and cry. TMI, that's just me. But like this person could come in and be like, oh yeah, don't worry about that. We're just like, I got you a dishwasher so you don't have to like wash the dishes. I got you laundry service so you don't have to do like whatever it may be. They could do the laundry for you, like not everybody's bougie like me. So they're somebody coming in to like really help you. If you struggle with like cooking, they could like make meals. Like these are all just dumb little examples, but these are things that are just like popping up as I'm saying it. But they're coming in and they're giving you an opportunity and a chance to rest, to be able to kind of take a step back and like continue on this healing path, because this trauma that we originally started about and talked with, of this event that really like shook you up and was like a real like the tower moment, the thing that just like shook your foundation. One thing I do have to say about that is like one phrase I really associate with the tower is whatever doesn't bend breaks. And sometimes the tower appears in our lives to break what isn't working, the things that are so rigid there's no flexibility. In like a hurricane and a storm, these old, rigid trees get snapped into. The rain and the wind and the hurricane breaks them. But the sapling that's like able to bend and, you know what I mean? Like literally like be like folded in half and whatever, snapping away. That beautiful flexibility of a young sapling, it survives the storm in order to grow into the bigger tree. Because it's like, in a sense, those beliefs we carry that are way too rigid, that we can't even question, in those tower moments, those are what break, right? And the ideas and the beliefs and what we hold dear that is more flexible and we can question and we can grow with, those are the like ideals and the things, the virtues that grow with us. And no matter what sort of tower moment happens, the ideals that are like flexible and like malleable, we never really break them, right? Like they have a tenacity to them. So with that being said, the energy, the like tenacity and like your own recovery are very much coming forward, and you finally being able to rest and feeling like safe and secure. This person coming in is bringing that for you. And it's like, you've kind of like gone as far as you can on your own healing journey. And I'm not saying that to be like negative or anything, like you have to take this relationship. I'm just saying that like this might be like a catalyst to really speed up your healing, or there's something in this relationship that that's going to bring light to your healing that only can come from this relationship. And for those of you who really are not clicking with it, I mean, like, I want you to embrace this and I want you to say yes to this relationship, because it's like the energy that's really coming forward is that it's really good for your healing. I got a little rose quartz heart and I'm just going to be channeling, using it to kind of like guide my energy. Ooh, it's cold. So what's really coming through is some of you are like sitting here and being like, I don't have time for a relationship. I got work to do. I got this and this and this and this and this. And it's like, maybe that is the perfect time for you to just kind of jump into a relationship, or like jump in and accept this offer, because you are too focused on like my to-do list and everything I gotta check off. And it's like, you just need fun. You need lightness. You need this something, little something this person is bringing in for you. How long has it been, bestie baby? How long has it been since you've like legitimately like laughed, and like a belly laugh, and like I've been able to be silly and dumb, or give up the responsibility to somebody else, and it's not all on your shoulders, right? I'm not saying you're gonna jump in and marry this person, but they are legitimately coming. I don't want you to take advantage of this person, but it's not like, that's really not what's coming forward. I'm like, okay, great, I'm gonna get this person. They're gonna do my laundry. They're gonna take care of my bills. They're gonna do all, like, that's not it at all. This is somebody coming in who like sees you, sees your light, and really wants to like rather than smothering it, like they want to hold it. Like they want to, like you're a little flame and you're out here and like there's wind and rain and you're like, I'm like, you know, like that movie Elemental or whatever, the Disney one where they're like fire people and water people. So you're a little fire person out here and the wind is trying to blow you out and the rain is coming and you're like, I'm just struggling along as a little fire person, and this person is like, let me just like contain you. I don't want to smother you and put you out, but let me help. Let me be, you know, protect your little heart and let me help you, like just let me help you. That's really the energy coming forward of like let me help you, like, but it's ultimately 100 million billion% up to you. You allow them to like help you. It's like you, and this might be tying in with the tower of the reason why like this tower moment happened was like you weren't able to really like, your boundaries were like violated, your boundaries were not respected, or it's like you weren't able to like speak your boundaries, or like, you know, you would say like, I'm not okay with this, and this other person crossed the boundary. Why was that so hard to get to? But that is kind of the energy coming forward with that. So with this new offer of relationship, it's somebody who like really respects you, respects that you have boundaries. It's like that's so sexy to them that you like know what you want and know what you will put up with, and just it's like, this is it. Like, I'll put up with this, but do not cross this line, and they respect that because you're so like worth it. So with all that being said, just know, so I think that's why the Seven of Cups is here as well. It's like to be able to accept and to receive, but without it kind of like poisoning you or like taking advantage of it. Just understand that like it's up to you to understand like what you're comfortable with receiving, and allowing that. Like there is a little bit of like a fear of like, okay, when is the other shoe gonna drop, of like everything is going so good, or like are they love bombing me, is this like what, you know? But that's not what's coming forward. It's like, okay, just you going at a pace that's comfortable for you, and this person is incredibly patient and willing to provide that for you, and you need to set the pace. Okay, so with this, I think the key to this is for you to know what your boundaries are, be vocal about them, and also for you to set the pace. That like they might be so eager to help you that like it's like they move in and they're like I'll take care of all the housework, or whatever it may be. Or like if they're somebody who's like a really big provider, they're like, okay, you're having all these problems at your current apartment. Here, I found you a brand new place. We're gonna move you in here, and da 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 da. And like you're just like let's calm down. Like that's way too much. Like you set the pace and you set the boundaries of like you're setting the speed for how you want this to go. All right. I think that's everything coming forward here, but I want you just to embrace your light, embrace your healing, and just kind of like just be naturally you. You're beautiful. I love you so much, bestie. And until next time, bye.